little thing that's going on in the background. You know, I use OBS as my streaming software, and if any of you all are interested in learning anything about streaming, let me know. Of course, I will teach you all how to do it. Hit me up on Instagram or wherever it is that you watch it. Anyway, today we're talking about money management, and this topic was given to me by Hunter and Dylan. I substituted last week and they suggested I do that. I won't tell you what school they're going to, but Hunter and Dylan, what's up? If you're catching this live or on the broadcast. Hey, Kirze. Hey, Blake. Who else is in here? Zidan. What's going on? Anyway, so today we're going to talk about money management. We're also going to talk about the importance of relaxation. I'm going to share with you all my story about a time where I just fell right smack in front of hundreds of people. It was embarrassing, but I'm telling you how I recovered from it. And also, we are going to talk about the instigator, you know, in our teen archetype. And you know, we usually we get into some cool things that I may have found on Instagram, that I found on Instagram throughout the week. So let's get into it. Let's learn how some time management, but I'm actually gonna have to take this coat off because, as you can see, I have a pretty thick sweater under here. Let's throw it to the side so I don't burn up and combust. And let's get into it. Number one, money management. Now, this is not how to make money. Next week, I will tell you all about ways that you can make money. But today, you have money, and these are some of the suggestions that you can do with it. And I actually, after Dylan and Hunter suggested these topics, I went to TikTok and I went to Instagram and just my friends in general, and I asked them, hey, what would you tell some young people about money management? These I did not come up with myself. I'm sharing you specifically what other people have told me to tell you all. So let's go. Number one, this person on TikTok, she said she moved out of her family's house at age 16. I don't know what was going on. Age 16, that's young. Any 16-year-olds out there? She moved out of her family's house at age 16, and she had some advice for you all. She said, don't fully restrict your spending. Now, this girl had to take care of herself since age 16, and she said, don't fully restrict your spending. Basically what she's saying, and she did write a very, very long post on my TikTok. What she was saying is, yes, you have your bills, and then you have your food and all those kind of things. But she said, really, just still allow yourself a little extra money to spend on other things. So don't be so rigid on your spending. That is what the person on TikTok, I absolutely don't even know this person, random person, somewhere in the world. I don't know where they live, nothing about them. But this is what they want me to tell you. A second person on TikTok, they said, save your change. And this is tip number 2. Tip number 2 is save your change. You know, pennies add up to 10 cents, add up to quarters, quarters add up to dollars, dollars add up to $100 and $1,000, and before you know it, you've got bank. You go around and you collect all little spare change. You've seen in the movies, people don't have money and they go shaking their couch and digging in the crevices of their couch for the little change, because that money adds up. So basically, this person on TikTok says, use your change. The pennies add up, pennies count. So don't just throw them to the side. That was her tip on money management. Don't just throw away your change and think it's worthless. Don't step over pennies. Find a penny, pick it up, then you would have good luck. Is that how the phrase goes? However it is. If you remember it, put it in the comment section. Number 3 tip is coming from my friend Amy, all the way in Colorado. Anybody in Colorado, from Colorado watching? Well, if you are, throw your, what should you say? Say Mile High State. Mile High State, if you're from Colorado, put it in the comment section. But this is coming from Amy in the Mile High State. She says to intentionally give back with your money. When you have money, intentionally give back. And she went for the 10%. 10%, choose 10% of your income to intentionally give back. Whether you do it tithing, donate it to a church, or any worthy cause, but learn to live off 90% of your income and 10% of it give back. Because there's the whole law of returns. When you give, you get. It doesn't make sense, but it works. This is what Amy would like for you all to remember. Number four, my friend Josh here, right here in North Carolina, he says, careful about what you buy, because the next day you do have bills. So we had my TikTok friend that says, don't be too rigid and strict. Don't be too rigid and strict. And then you have my Instagram friend that says, be careful. So there's a balance in there. Fine, yes, spend money on some things that you need and you enjoy and you want to buy, but still keep in mind, basically, that you still have bills to pay. And what Josh is saying is, on top of it, don't just spend randomly, because you could regret it. So be really careful. Hey Josh, Josh is here. Hey Josh. Did I explain what you wanted me to tell them correctly? That be careful about what you buy, because the next day you do have bills to pay. Keep that in mind. Number five. Number five is my friend Kathy, that she lives in Texas. She said to start saving for retirement now. I know, you're like, Dr. D Nice, what is retirement? Retirement? Do I even know anything about retirement? Retirement is decades away from me. Start saving for retirement now. And maybe it's not retirement, but you can start maybe saving for college. I remember when I was young, every month, I had a job. Every month, my dad would just say, okay, give me $40. I didn't know what he was doing at $40. I had no idea. Well, let me not lie. I knew he was putting it away. I did. And every month I gave him $40 since the time I had a job at 15 years old. And by the time it was time for me to go to medical school, I never touched that money up until that time. I had thousands of dollars saved up. I can't remember the exact amount. I'm sorry, I can't. But you don't even miss it. $40 every month. My dad just took it. And what you can do is just automatically have it automatically coming out of your account, going into some sort of special saving account. It happens automatically. You don't have to think about it. Maybe it's not your dad coming and physically getting it from you. It could just be that you have it automatically going into a separate account, and it's saving there for when you need it years ago. It adds up. It adds up over time. I don't want to put myself on the spot and do any major math, but like 40 times 12. What's 4 times 12? 48. So in a year, you have $480. Over 2 years, you have what? That's a lot of math. It adds up, okay? Save some money routinely and regularly. So that's our money management tips. If anybody didn't get a chance to hit up my surveys that I threw out there on social media, and you have any other tips for people, put it in the comment section, please. Put it in the comment section right now. Any money management tips. I know Erin is here, and she is actually in marketing. So if you have any tips for them, put it in this comment section. I would love to hear from you. How's everybody doing? Where's everybody watching from? Don't forget, guys, to subscribe. Everybody is in here. Throw a like up on the board. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Throw a like up there. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers because something really special happens at 1,000 subscribers. So let's make it happen. Subscribe and like. Hey, Ashton's in the house too. What's going on, Ashton? Thank you for stopping in. And also, you know, we have to always give a shout out to our thumbnail, Tydai, our thumbnail artist, Tydai. Did he come through this week? He sure did. He's so good. He's so talented. This is amazing. Listen, if any of you all are super talented out there and you want to meet or incorporate your talent into our Wisdomteethinger broadcast that we have every Wednesday at 5 p.m. If you have any talents that you want me to showcase, let me know. I will figure out a way to make sure we showcase it. But in the meantime, we're really thankful that Tydai shares with us. Okay. Time for living in FOUNT. Time for living in FOUNT. And today we're talking about the T in FOUNT, which is for time. FOUNT is the 5 keys to wellness and wisdom to help unlock your best. Do you want to be your best? Of course you do. Of course you do. And FOUNT can help you. The T in FOUNT actually stands for time. How do you spend your time to be your best? How do you? Well, today we're going to be talking about relaxation. I'm a doctor. I have to drop some doctorate stuff on you. Y'all have to follow this now. Relaxation. Take some time to relax. Before we talked about time for sleeping, and part of time also is exercise, but today we're going to focus on relaxation. How do you relax? Personally, I like lay around in the bed, or I may actually go for walks, I'll pray, I'll read a book. How do you relax? Let me know in the comment section below how you relax. And then while you're typing that in, I'm going to explain to you what's happening in your body when you actually take time to relax. You're going to have to follow me. It's going to get a little sciencey, but it's okay. Y'all are smart. You can follow me. So there's the sympathetic nervous system. That's the fight or flight. Something's happening and you jump. It helps you jump and react. There's a sympathetic nervous system. Then there's a parasympathetic nervous system that it's more the rest and digest. Now, the sympathetic nervous system is what we always, when we're stressed out or we're moving through life, it's there all the time, just pumping out these hormones, pumping them out. That's keeping us just in a heightened, aggravated state. The parasympathetic nervous system balance it out. So when you relax, when you do relaxational things or things that make you relax, the parasympathetic nervous system secretes its hormones to just relax you. And it balances things out. So it's a whole hormonal thing that's happening in your body to make you feel calm when you relax. Take some time to relax. It's so important. Relaxation. All right. Any questions about the T in FOUNT? Any questions about why it's important to relax? Because y'all know what time it is. It's time for Social Butterfly. This time where we go digging into Instagram and see what cool posts that I have found. And of course, we got to start off with this one. Look at this. Precision marching. Listen, the amount of practice, how many hours do you think they practice to be able to do that? How many hours? That is crazy. I've been on a drill. Have you been on a drill team before? I've been on a drill team before, and we are not that precise. We are not that precise, and oh no. Oh well, anyway. Now this guy, okay, wait. Watch this. Watch this, watch this. Please watch this. Watch this. Watch this, watch this, watch this. This man is doing a push-up on his fingertips. Do y'all see that? He is doing a push-up on his fingertips. I can't do a regular push-up. Okay, this one I liked. I had to share it with you all. You remember making paper airplanes in class? And this one is a whole paper airplane launcher. I'm gonna let the whole thing play for anybody that's interested in making their own. I know maybe y'all too old for that, maybe you are, but they're showing you first how to make the paper airplane and all the folding and stuff. They're making the paper airplane. Now he's gonna make the launcher. I made paper airplanes, but I've never made a launcher with it. Never made a launcher. There's a whole rubber band and everything that goes with it. I've never made a launcher, and there you go. Off goes your plane. If you make one, make a picture of it and tag me in it on any one of my social medias, okay? All right, now this is super cool. Where are these people located? It's a whole, that's like 500. There's 500 people rowing that boat. There has to be. Look at that. There's so, you know, when there's music playing in the background. Well, let's see. That's a lot of people rowing. Row your boat gently down the stream. That's not gently. They are going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. All those people. All them people. Oh, you know I always have to go to the marching band. Trying to see which school it is. I can't see the school, but you know, it's the HBCU. Their marching bands are off the chain. This guy, the shadow puppets. Wait. He's doing a sturdy. He has, oh wait, you can't see it. Let me push it up. Let me push it up. Yeah, he has the shadow puppets doing the sturdy. Let's do it again. My knees are not sturdy enough to do the sturdy. That's too cool. That's too cool. All right, on. Let's see. Have it some. Oh, this one is crazy. This guy has all these weird ways to burst a balloon. I'm like, you know, I just kind of grab it and squish it, but innovative ways to burst a balloon. Like, what is just weird ways to burst the balloon. I guess. Okay. Oh, this one is, oh, you have to hear it.
What about a magic trick? Tour. Then, how do you say
Languages.
shock? Tour. A field fair? Tour. And prepare the dough? Tour. So how do you say the tower and the shock prepare the tour's dough all around the field fair of the religious person of Tours?
La tour, le tour, tout autour du tour, il y a deux tours.
How?
This is like real language. Okay, no smoking, kids. This is what smoking will do to you. It's a whole cigarette pack. Okay. Smoking, you lose your teeth. No smoking. And I think this is our last. Well, I just had to show some dancing. My knees are not good. I can't do dancing for y'all today. But I just thought it was kind of cool. Nice. Here we go. Oh, and this one, I actually put it in there just to remind you all. Learn how to do a skill, okay? Learn some sort of skill that you can use with your hands. Trust me on this one. If you don't take any advice I did, learn some sort of skill that you do with your hands, whether you learn how to cut hair, sew clothes, plumbing, electrician. You will come back and thank me for this. Before you leave high school, learn some sort of trade, something that, I don't care if you're gonna be a doctor. I don't care if you're going to be a lawyer. I don't care what you're going to do with your life. Learn a trade. You will come back and thank me for this. Okay? This guy's a tailor. I follow him. He's Rabbi Taylor. He lives in New York. And I just think he's cool. Oh, and then last one. This is a whole crazy optical illusion. All right. Okay. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's the last one. No, yeah, that was the last one. That's Tydai last week when he won his fight. That's the artist that does our thumbnails. And, okay. So, you know what is next. You know what is next. It is time for me to talk about a teen archetype. Y'all know them out there. And today we're actually going to talk about the instigator. The instigator. Do you have an instigator that is around you? You do, don't you? You know them. They're in the class. They start in all kind of trouble. You can't say nothing without them commenting on it. They always want to start something. And they don't ever want to finish it either. They are getting up in everybody's business and they're throwing everybody underneath the bus. Oh, half the time the teacher don't even ask a question. And they're like, well, did you know that such and such didn't come to school yesterday when you were gone? They are always wanting to be up in somebody's business. You know what? There are some weird things coming in. I need to figure out how to block. See, we have some weird things coming in our feed. And I'm going to have to go back and figure out how to block that. Okay, I'll figure it out. We'll just have to deal with it today. Anyway. Because I think, yeah, I may have to have a moderator that goes over the comments because there's some weird people that come into the feed. But we'll ignore them. We're not going to let them mess us up. The instigator. Always in there just throwing people under the bus for no apparent reason. No apparent reason. And hey, I'm going to talk, instigator, I'm talking to you. If you are one of those persons that's always starting something, never finishing it, always getting in people's business, I have some suggestions for you. Sit there and mind your business. Speak when you're spoken to. Unless somebody's life is in danger, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to be starting trouble because guess what? One day you may put two people against each other and cause some horrible thing later on to happen. Somebody could get hurt. They could get in a fight. They could get expelled from school just because of your words. Your words actually matter. And honestly, instigator, you're doing this because of insecurities inside of you. You feel that you're not as adequate, and you feel that because of this you have to somehow bring attention to yourself. Don't do it. Listen, that is not a role for you to be in. Instigator, stop it. Stop it. There's no room for that. All right. So, this is the last part of our program where I share a story about something that I may have experienced that I feel that you could learn something from. We're wrapping up now, and we are at, like I said, the very last part of our program, and I'm going to share my story with you all. And this time, I actually want to share the story about when I fell. Are you all ready to hear it? Okay, so this is what happened. It was 1988. I know, a long, long time ago. Your parents probably hadn't even met yet. It was 1988. Oh, before I go, let's see. Oh, money management tip. I did ask Erin to give us a money management tip, and she said avoid impulse purchases. If possible, sleep on it for at least one night before you buy. So Erin, my friend that is in marketing, has advised you to avoid impulse purchases, sleep on it for a night, and then before you decide to buy it. All right, now let's hop into the story. Freshman year, Florida A&M University, I went off to school, and there's this area called the set. This is a set where everybody hangs out. like when I say everybody, between classes, bam, hundreds of people on the campus just hanging out there. It's a predominantly Black school, and you know, that's just what we do. We love to hang. We love to hang out and just people just hanging, watching, people watching, cracking jokes. That's when the fraternities and the sororities will come there and do their little step shows and show off their lines and just whatever. People will be out there selling stuff. This is a set. It's like the marketplace. It's a place where people are hanging out. And so me and my friends, it was 4 of us walking through the set. You know, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? There's this wall. I don't know. The spirit moved inside of me. Whatever happened, I decided to hop up on the wall. And my friends were, it's a low wall. Hop up on the wall. I'm like walking down the wall. And my friends are like a little below me. So maybe a foot below me. So they're like reaching me at my shoulder and I'm here. And we're just walking along and I'm talking, looking to, yeah. Did you see him over there? And I ran out of wall. Out of wall and fell smack on my face in the middle of the set. From all them people. And they saw it. Of course, people busted out laughing, pointing. I was embarrassed. I did. But I just hop back up and dust myself off like nothing was happening. Kept moving. Did I go back to the set the next day? Yes, I did. Did I holler at the people that were laughing at me? Yes, I did. I did. Because, I mean, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Wisdom. Listen, not even that. Listen, there are going to be times when you absolutely embarrass yourself. The first thing you need to do is just acknowledge that embarrassment happened. Embarrassment happened and you're still alive, and keep it pushing. Wisdom understands that that's life. There are going to be times where you totally embarrass yourselves, where you totally mess up in front of a whole bunch of people. And people are going to point it out. People are going to say something about it. And you are going to do what? You're going to be like, okay, it's good. That's good. It's all good. You're going to live. You acknowledge it. And you move on. That's what a wise person will do, because it's just a part of life. You cannot go through life without ever messing up. It's impossible to go through life without messing up or embarrassing yourself in front of people. And if you've had an embarrassing story, hey, if you want to share it, let me know. I've shared mine. But understand, you will live. This embarrassing thing is not going to take your life. You may end up having to do a little backtracking. Sometimes it involves other people and you have to apologize, but there's no way you can go through life without embarrassing yourself. Wisdom understands that. Then there is stupidness. Stupidness. You embarrass yourself and you decide that you're gonna ball up into a little ball and I'm never doing that again. What? Where'd I do that at? No. This is a part of life. That's not how we do that. There's wisdom and there's stupidness. Choose wisdom. Remember, show me your brightest. Show me your best. Show me the latest guru. God's wisdom lets theirs look like stupidness. All right, guys, that is it for our show today. Thank you all for tuning in. You know, we're usually here every Wednesday at 5 p.m. for about 30 to 45 minutes. And I'd love for you all to hang out. Please come and hang out. Tell all your friends that we're here. Don't forget to like the video. If you've been here, if you haven't liked the video, like it, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends about that we're here. And next week, we're actually going to talk about, now that we talked about how you spend your money, we're actually going to talk about how to make money. That's what we're going to do next week. Teach you how to make some money. And what is it? Next week, Thursday, actually, we have the thing that we have every every season, every fall and spring, we have Global Teen Wellness Hour. I'll play a quick clip of it next week, but if you go into our YouTube, you see the one that we had in the spring, Global Teen Wellness Hour. This time it's going to be on resilience. So this is something, it's a virtual school assembly. Schools from all across the country and the world actually tune into it. And it's going to be at 1 p.m. If you're interested in watching it, you can tell your classroom, if you're whatever class you're in, at 1 p.m. next week, Thursday, you can ask your teacher if you can watch it as a class. It's going to be about resilience. We're going to talk to high school and college students about things that they've experienced, and they're going to share their experience with resilience, things that they've overcome. And we're going to have an expert that's going to talk about techniques to be resilient. And you all remember Adorian from the last Global Teen Wellness Hour, the guy that spent 4 years on a bicycle traveling the world. He lives in Hungary. He is going to be my co-host. So next week, Thursday, 1 p.m., if you want to watch it, ask your teacher if you can watch it as a class. It's going to be a really cool subject. Otherwise, see you next week at Wednesday at 5 p.m. I will have all the information in the comment section. Will I? Yes, I will. All right. Take care, guys. Until next time. Bye. Let me see if I could get this in stream. Oh, bye. I mean it now.